My name's James from Active, and we've been getting great response on the V52 since we launched last year. So I thought we'd take this opportunity to answer some questions on who is Active and how we build product, and the product itself. Active's been involved in the design, development, and manufacture of consumer products for over 10 years. And specifically as it relates to pressure washers, we've made about 2.5 million units for brands and retailers around the world. Active designs and develops pressure washers on its own from the ground up. So we use consumer insight, product testing, and actual real-world feedback to design and develop our product. So all of the designs and products you see coming from Active, whether it's under our own brand or whether it's for our private label or retail clients, are unique designs and really developed for that customer. Active manufactures its pressure washers at 2 partner facilities in China. One joint venture facility in Nanjing has been around since 2007. It makes upwards of 1 million pressure washers a year. Our second partner facility is in Ningbo, China, and that facility also makes 1 million pressure washers a year. So these are 2 very large-scale factories that ship product all around the world to many major retailers. The V52 is being called the king of the entry-level pressure washers, and that's really because it has a patented 5-piston pump that we designed about 5 years ago. And the focus of that development was how to achieve the highest flow rate of any DIY pressure washer. Most brands have been chasing kind of artificially high PSI ratings just to give the customer the impression that the unit is more powerful. But in reality, flow rate is just as important as pressure. And so the actual specs of the unit are 1,000 PSI working pressure and about 1.9 to 2.0 actual GPM. And those numbers are unmatched as it relates to DIY pressure washers. And typically you'd have to go and spend $1,000 to even come close to this type of performance. Most manufacturers out there are artificially rating their pressure washers very high using the PSI rating, what we call peak PSI rating. And that really has no bearing on the actual performance you're getting from the unit when a customer is using it. And that's just a marketing game. So even 1800 is a peak rating on this machine, but we're very happy to tell you that the actual working pressure is 1,000 PSI and the actual flow rate is about 1.9. We launched last year at about $170, and the manufacturing environment this year is very different. So since last year, we've seen a rapid increase in commodities, we've seen an increase in currency, and we've seen the tariffs go from products from China to the US to the tune of about 25%. On top of all that, shipping costs have increased about 2 to 3 times. So that's all been reflected in what we need to sell the product for now. One of the objectives for the Active brand is to really deliver the best possible product at a specific price point. And what I mean by that is we're not saying that we're building the best of class or best pressure washer out there. What we are doing is we're trying to deliver the essential and most important features at a specific accessible price point. And that's why you get this unit here, which really delivers the performance of a $1,000+ unit, but at around $200. And yes, are there going to be areas where it's not as good as the $1,000 pressure washers? Of course. So we got a lot of feedback in terms of complaints around the hose being too short, or they didn't like specific elements of the accessories and so forth. But again, this is designed for the masses, for most people, where we think most people will get a lot of value from it. And there's a lot of people online that are taking this unit and modifying it and adding their own accessories, which is great. But again, I think for $210, it really is an unbeatable value on the market. It really is different than most of the other brands and random products that you see on Amazon or on various .com sites. So we hope you'll give it a chance. We hope to bring you more information on the pressure washer category, not only its products, but how they're made, the materials, the technical aspects behind it. So if you're into the product or just into product development in general, I think you'll find it really interesting. So if you're interested in knowing more about the product, how it's made, what it costs, how it was designed, let us know what you like, let us know what questions you have, and we'll try to answer them in future videos.